Hello, I'm Nick Russell, and I'm going to be guiding you through this benchmark learning course in professional writing skills for tax and legal practitioners, auditors, accountants, and financial service providers. Or in fact, for anyone in business who wants to improve their professional writing skills. There are 3 fundamental requirements for effective business writing, and they are clarity, accuracy, and brevity. What do they mean? Well, clarity means that the content needs to be transparent so that it is easy to understand. Accuracy means that the language, structure, and grammar are correct and precise. And brevity means that the content needs to be concise and relevant so that it can be read quickly by the client. Clarity, accuracy, and brevity. CAB. Here's a situation I'm sure many of you will be familiar with. Your boss comes to you and says, "Oh, I edited your document for clarity and sent it out." Dilbert looks at the revised text and says, ironically, "Wow, it's amazing how clear it is when you take out all the accuracy and relevance." Dilbert's frustrations will be familiar to many of you, because when you are writing, you feel under an obligation to include fully the legal and technical references that you think are important. However, it is important to find a balance between writing too much and writing too little. Most professional writers tend to write too much rather than too little. So what are the secrets for achieving clarity, accuracy, and brevity in our professional English writing? And how do we get the balance right in not writing too much and not writing too little? Well, we do have a very good benchmark, and the benchmark I have for you is A Brief History of Time by Stephen Hawking. A Brief History of Time was published in 1988 and became a bestseller. In it, Hawking presented theoretical physics, the origin of the universe, the structure of black holes, in a way that was accessible for non-specialists. So Hawking, an eminent professor, astrophysicist, mathematician, was able to communicate complex theoretical physics to a non-specialist audience. How was he able to do that? An academic, Helen Jenkins, conducted a linguistic analysis of the text to see if she could uncover his techniques. This is what she found. Firstly, Hawking used a simple sentence structure. He generally places the subject at the beginning of the sentence so we know immediately what he's talking about. Secondly, he makes intelligent use of connective links. Those are the phrases and expressions that we use to combine our ideas. Because they are familiar to all of us, they provide us immediately with the context and a sense of direction or logic flow in his writing. Thirdly, he employed a low lexical density. That means he didn't overload his writing with technical references or mathematical formulae. If he did use technical phrases or expressions, he would explain them to us. Finally, his pages were visually manageable. Because he wrote in relatively short sentences and short paragraphs, there is a reassuring balance of black text and white space, which allows the reader to scan the page and get a sense of the content quite quickly. So let's see how Hawking was able to achieve this in practice. Here is a page chosen at random from A Brief History of Time. The first impression is that it's a very clean page, just 3 short paragraphs. You can actually scan through the page, get a feeling for the content without actually having to read every word. Let's look in a bit more detail. Today, scientists describe the universe in terms of 2 basic partial theories: the general theory of relativity and quantum mechanics. In the next paragraph, he goes on to inform us what relativity is, how it describes gravity and large-scale structures of the universe, ranging from a few miles to a million miles. After that, he gives us a quick overview of quantum mechanics, which deals with phenomena on extremely small scales, as small as a millionth of an inch. And then in the last sentence, he drops a bombshell by informing us that these 2 theories are inconsistent with each other. They cannot both be correct. So in one short page, Hawking is able to describe how the universe is understood by scientists and to present the two great theories of the universe and to inform us that they are inconsistent with each other. Now, if Hawking is able to present these complex ideas so simply and so efficiently, it should be possible for you to do the same when communicating in writing with your clients. And in this course, we're going to be looking at the essential methods you need to employ in order to achieve clarity, accuracy, and brevity in your professional writing.